The 2025 NRL Telstra Premiership Grand Final is set to ignite Accor Stadium in Sydney on Sunday, October 5th, at 7:30 p.m. Australian Eastern Daylight Time, pitting the clinical Melbourne Storm against the resilient Brisbane Broncos in a decider that echoes their epic 2006 showdown. With tickets sold out and over 80,000 fans expected under sunny skies, max 28 degrees Celsius with light winds, this matchup promises high-stakes drama as both sides chase immortality. The Storm, coached by record-breaking Craig Bellamy in his 11th grand final, seek a third title in 10 years after a gritty prelim win over Cronulla. Meanwhile, the Broncos, under Michael Maguire, aim to end a 19-year drought with a miraculous comeback against Penrith, fueled by homegrown stars and raw emotion. Path to glory. Melbourne's season was a masterclass in consistency, topping the ladder with a 19-5 record before dismantling the Sharks 24-18 in Week 3. Bellamy's side overcame a mid-season injury crisis, losing Harry Grant and Xavier Coates early, to lean on halfback Jarome Huey's masterful return from a broken arm, where he orchestrated 40 tackles and 2 try assists in a prelim. Cameron Munster's kicking game, 85% success rate, and Ryan Papenhuizen's speed, averaging 180m per game, have been lethal, while Stefano Utoikamanu mid-season addition from West's Tigers bolsters their forwards, conceding just 14 points per game defensively. The Storm's edge? Unbeaten in their last 8 finals, they're the ultimate pressure performers. Brisbane's journey was pure rollercoaster, from 6th place to prelim heroes, storming back from 14-0 down to stun Penrith 26-20 in a Suncorp cauldron. Adam Reynolds, the veteran number 7, defied hamstring doubts to nail a 42m field goal, his 78% goal kicking under fatigue proving golden. Payne Haas dominated with 220m and 45 tackles in the win, while Reece Walsh's electric fullback play, 12 try involvements, silenced critics labelling the side show ponies. 8:32 dead their prelim heroics, led by Kotoni Stagg's late double, echo 2015's drought-breaking run, but with Ezra Mam's potential bench role after his off-field redemption, this Broncos pack is hungrier than ever. Head-to-head and key battles. These foes split their 2 regular season clashes. Storm edged a 20-14 thriller in round 4, but Broncos avenged with a 28-24 upset in round 27 at Suncorp. Expect fireworks in the halves. Hughes versus Reynolds pits 2 Dally M contenders, with Huey's vision, 15 assists, challenging Reynolds' clutch factor in 70% of Broncos wins. Forwards will grind. Haas and Patrick Carrigan, returning from suspension at lock, vs Christian Walsh and Nelson Asafa-Solomona in a battle for metres. Broncos average 650m game, Storm 1,520. Out wide, Walsh's elusiveness could exploit Storm winger Grant's defensive lapses, but Munster's short kicking game will test Brisbane's scramble. Injury watch. No changes for Storm. Broncos drop Ben Talty for Carrigan, with Selwyn Cobbo, hamstring, sidelined but Mammal late starter. What to watch? X factors and stakes. The intangibles scream upset potential. Broncos underdog fire, unbeaten in last 5 after deficits, via Storm's finals fortress, 10-2 record. Teddy Swims headlines pre-game entertainment from 6:30 p.m, with DJ Havana Brown and Sarah Berkey setting the vibe at FanFest, October 2nd to 3rd at Overseas Passenger Terminal. Broadcast live on 9, Fox League, and KO. This could hinge on Walsh's magic or Munster's cool. Analysts tip Storm by 6, but Brisbane's momentum screams revenge for 2024's heartbreak. 11 F581 for Broncos. A win cements a historic double with their NRLW side facing Roosters. For Storm, it's Bellamy's legacy seal. Tune in. Rugby League's pinnacle awaits.
Fox, my concern is, do Melbourne have the kicking game if something goes pear-shaped for Hughes? The answer is no. Braith and Asta piled on. If he does get injured early, they're in some deep you-know-what. Picture the chaos: Storm's spine, Munster, Grant, Coates, geared for Hughes' precision, suddenly scrambling without a plan B. Pizzette, the young gun with a 40-20 cannon, could have bridged the gap, but Bellamy's faith in Hughes screams dynasty denial, Melbourne's unbeaten home streak since 2019 on the line. Flash to Bellamy's pre-game huddle, eyes steel as he drills the troops, we back our bloke, no ifs. Sharks, smelling vulnerability, unleash Kofusi and Trindall's edge raids, Oregon's calf taped but spirit feral. The storytelling arcs toward tragedy or triumph. Hughes threads a 50-meter bomb to Warbrick for the opener, or a Trindall tackle jars his wrist, plunging Storm into disarray. With Munster's genius stretched thin, sans kicking cover, does Bellamy's gamble forge a four-peat path, or bury Melbourne in finals regret? The tension coils tighter than AMI's floodlights, Sharks' underdog fire versus Storm's iron will. Welcome back to Aussie Sports Central, dishing the raw edge of NRL glory. Hang tight for more prelim predictions that pack a punch. The dual dramas collide in the prelim cauldron, where every selection whispers fate. Maguire's man maneuver, born from origin scars where bench sparks flipped series, mirrors Bellamy's all-in on Hughes, a nod to loyalty over luxury. Lockyer nailed it, it's hedging bets in a do-or-die dance, Broncos plotting to wear Penrith stars before unleashing Mam's wizardry. Cleary, the cool operator, counters with Martin's grunt and Luai's flair, but Suncorp's ghosts, 7 straight Broncos losses, haunt the blueprint. Surprise surges, Hunt's dual role revelation, prepping as hooker to free Reynolds, could unlock Mam's offloads in ways Panthers haven't drilled. Down in Melbourne, Ennis Dyer warning echoes 2023's heartbreak when Munster's calf betrayed them mid-knockout. Bellamy, the eternal grinder, evolves his regime. Utoikamana's preseason confessions paint a picture of hellish sessions forging unbreakable bonds. Yet the gamble's shadow looms. No Pizzette means Coates and Warbrick Hunt bombs blind if Hughes falters, Sharks Ramian lurking like a thief. The tale twists through heroes' odysseys. Mam, the Maroons reject turned Broncos beacon, Hughes, the Kiwi import who tamed Melbourne Storm. Cliffhanger crests in imagined glory. Mam ghosts through 2-0 for a Suncorp sealer, or Hughes bomb floats dead, handing Trindall the upset. Anasta's deep S*** quip hangs heavy, Storm's depth untested since 2021's Dynasty dip. As kickoffs near, fans fracture, Broncos believers chant upheaval, Storm faithful roar resilience. But buried in the build-up, a shocker, Maguire's mind games irk Ivan Cleary, who snaps, "We've seen it all, bring the fight." Bellamy echoes, "Gambles win." And as kickoff nears, the narrative arcs toward climax, with Walsh embodying the Broncos' defiant heartbeat against their perennial nemesis. Cleary's conqueror tag. Walsh chips away at it, layer by layer, his confidence a virus infecting the Panthers' certainty. Picture the huddle pre-whistle, eyes locked, fists clenched, Walsh's words echoing, "How does he deal with us?" as the team absorbs the challenge like oxygen before the plunge. This isn't blind optimism, it's calculated rebellion, rooted in a season of reinvention where Brisbane clawed from mid-table mediocrity to prelim protagonists. Reynolds' return adds ballast, his veteran guile a compass for Walsh's compass-free creativity, ensuring the fullbacks' runs aren't rogue but orchestrated lightning. The surprise element lingers, leaked Panthers audio catches Cleary chuckling nervously, masking unease as he dissects Brisbane's hybrid attack, admitting Walsh's unpredictability as the wild card that haunts his dreams. Fans, scarred by past capitulations, cling to this storyline like a talisman, the prodigal son's return to form, weaving redemption through every sideline dart and pinpoint bomb. Compelling drama builds in the contrasts, Cleary's metronomic mastery versus Walsh's improvisational jazz, a symphony of styles colliding under Suncorp's glare. As the clock winds down to 0 hour, the question hangs not as taunt, but as totem, rallying a club that's learned to fear no conqueror, only the mirror of its own potential. Victory here. It would crown Walsh not just survivor, but slayer, scripting a Broncos resurgence that echoes through eternities. The hunt for glory sharpens, and in its blade's edge, fear dissolves into fuel. Welcome back to Tennis Insider, smash subscribe, drop your bold call below, Walsh's words, bluff or blueprint. Hit that bell for the post-game pulse. Tennis Insider signing off, may your teams conquer.